January last year we were just about finished our summer holiday. Went to bed with the pins and needles that didn't go away. Woke in the middle of the night with some weakness in the legs. Ended up going to the local medical centre in Golden Bay, very quickly over to Nelson Hospital. I was diagnosed that day with transverse myelitis. That diagnosis stayed around for about 6 weeks. It proved not to be that and ended up being a compression on the spinal cord. Prior to that, I've been working at Liquor King Carlton, look after the wine area there. I was off work for 12 months and a few days. I've been very motivated to get back to work. The issue is I work in retail, so you need to be quite physically active in retail. There's lots of lifting, shifting, you're on your feet constantly. It's, retail is quite a physically tough environment, demanding environment. When we were looking at getting me back to work about springtime last year, definitely the wheelchair was part of the equation. But I've been fortunate to go back using my sticks and often walking around the store without sticks as well. And I take a perching stool in to keep at the till area. Use that at the till area just to make sure I rest and actually get a load off my feet, because that gives me the energy to get through my 4-hour shift. I was very, very keen to get back to work. First day was great, actually. A good environment to walk back into. I've been quite delayed getting back to work, but in the meantime, with that delay, I've been fortunate to physically gain, be more able, be more mobile, and that's made a lot of difference in getting back to work. It's been easier to do the tasks I need to do. Kaleidoscope have been a great help. They've been extremely patient. I've been working with Deb Lecreen. The benefit of working with Deb too is that she knows my work environment. She's liaised extremely well with my company, with Lion, especially my area manager, and subsequently some health and wellbeing people in Auckland as well. Key has been both parties, myself and occupational therapists, Kaleidoscope's help and work, having good communication and actually learning what sort of condition I'll be when I get back to work and what I'll be capable of. My company that I work for is very concerned with health and wellbeing as well, making sure that work's a safe environment for me to return to, and also that I'm safe to be around my colleagues. Key roles for me are selling to our customers. Also part of my role is working with sales reps, planning events, looking after people for function needs. So there's a lot I could have done from a wheelchair. Not the 40 hours a week I was previously doing, because I wasn't going to be able to jump on the forklift and drive that. We do have specific roles with our task, but we also have to be general team players as well. So I could be unloading a pallet, one moment, and the next moment I could be out on the floor selling top quality champagne or something like that. Future for me at work, currently I'm doing 2 4-hour shifts a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. 4 hours is great for me at the moment, because that helps me manage fatigue. And that's a key issue with returning to work, because it's not just having the energy to be at work, it's when you go home at night to be able to drive yourself home, prepare your meal, get yourself off the couch so you can toddle off to bed. It's all those things, and waking up the next morning with sufficient energy to do what you have to do the next day. So I've been very lucky. Work's accommodated me coming on a Wednesday and a Friday, so I also have a gap in between those work days. It gives me a chance to come here on Tuesdays for the gym and physio. We're looking to extend that to another 4-hour shift a week, about week 4 or 5 going back. And then from there, who knows? Also the structure and design of my work. There's a few things I'd like to achieve within the company that won't necessarily mean I'm on the shop floor, but they're tasks for the company that I could do from an office or from a physically easier space to work in. So I think the company's very positive to have me back. I'm certainly positive about being there, and I'd like to eventually one day get back to full-time work, but that's going to take time. I've got to say the team at work has been extraordinary. Very welcoming to come back. A lot of the young ones have stepped up and done a lot of work for me while I was here in hospital. So yeah, very accommodating. very proud of them.
What's your take if you were to give someone some hope and advice?
Look, work doesn't define us as human beings or individuals, but it is a core to what we do. It's part of our social fabric. It's also part of a return to what your life was prior to your spinal injury. And that's a bit of a key to some normalcy for you. But it's also, it's a discipline. It's great to get up and go, right, today's a work day. I'm going to get out of the house. I'm going to get there. The other thing too is, for me, customers have been great. They've been extremely welcoming to go back to. Look, it's a positive thing to do, and it's something that I would say most people are well capable of. I'd really like to thank the team at Kaleidoscope and Deb Lecrine especially for all the help in getting me back to my place of work. It's meant a lot. It's been a long journey and at times frustrating, but that's because everyone on both parties have been trying to get the story straight and correct, and it's certainly been a very rewarding and fulfilling thing to get back to work, and looking forward to maintaining the hours I'm doing and extending them and keeping the story going. So thank you very, very much.